Hello my friend, thank you for watching. Today I wanted to talk about your website and the things you must know in order to make it as successful as possible. Now, a successful website will translate differently from industry to industry, but here are some blanket ideas that are very strong and that will absolutely help you. So grab something to take notes and please keep watching. First and foremost, always use a .com unless you really want a specific URL and there is no other alternative. Stay away from dashes and hyphens in your web address because as cool as they may be, you're only creating an obstacle course for your users. And please make sure that the contact email associated with the website matches the domain name. I see many people using Gmail as their website's contact info, and that to me is just a little rookie. Now, to make sure all the information I'll share with you today makes sense, I divided the ideas into 5 parts: website appearance, functionality, content, usability, and search engine optimization. So let's start with the appearance. Number 1, from a UI experience, your site needs to look clean and uncluttered. The right use of color would incorporate 2 to 3 primary colors that go well together and are appropriate with the tone of the business. Too much color, or colors that are pestrițe, how we would say in Romanian, which means
they scream so loud,
those can distract from your message. Now, the text has to be easy to read, so gray text on white background is a terrible choice. Black text on white background is always the best, but any combination really will work as long as it's got a good contrast. And the ideal text size is typically between 10 to 12 points. Make sure to use fonts that are easy to read. This is such common sense, yet I see many websites with fonts that look cool, but at first glance I have no idea what they're spelling out for me, so that to me is content suicide. You also want to stick with fonts that are common because web browsers can only display the fonts that are installed on that computer, right? So unless you have coding experience and can work around it, please keep in mind that just because you have a cool font installed on your computer, it doesn't mean that the people visiting your site have it as well. Now, your homepage is key to a successful website and it's the first impression you give your visitors. So use short paragraphs and short words. List only key points or strong benefits on that page. Don't write a novel. Bullet points work really well, as do captions, so definitely use them. Moving on to functionality. Always check your navigation links, hyperlinks, the site's search feature, contact form, sign up or registration forms. Make sure they are all working properly. Check for spelling errors. Make sure your site loads fast. Use tools like Google Speed and web page test to see how fast your site loads. You should also know that website speed is not only for retaining your visitors, it's a Google ranking factor as well. So if your homepage takes more than 14-15 seconds to load at the most, there are some things you can check for and potentially fix to make it faster. Now, since this video is more about the overall ideas, what I'll do is I will email the speed factors to you if you went on my website and signed up to get my email newsletter. I will also list the 2 sites that I just mentioned where you can check your website loading speed in the description box below. Next, your content needs to be organized and short. Break up the text into small paragraphs. Update the content regularly, ideally at least once a week. When writing copy, use more of you and less of I, me, us, we. It's always a good idea to present your audience with multiple media formats for your content. Ideally, that means having text, images, and videos available for your users to consume. Pictures are more powerful than words, and videos are more powerful than pictures. So keep that in mind, but plan how you will distribute your content wisely, because Flash, for example, may be incompatible with certain browsers, and it can't be entirely scanned for keywords either, so that can limit your site's search ranking. Make sure you're using high quality images, and overall keep your pages uncluttered. Any more than 3 to 4 images on one page can look overwhelming if not done right, and make sure that the images used are 1000% relevant to the content so it doesn't confuse the user. Ask your customers if they're willing to share a testimonial about your business, and if so, make sure to include those on your website. And also, every 3 weeks or so, change the homepage around a little bit to promote the latest service or newest product, video, or event so that returning users won't be bored of your website. When it comes to usability, huge. This is all about the type of experience your users have while on your site. Some key usability elements include simplicity and fast loading pages, which are two elements we already talked about. Logical navigation. It's one thing to want to do something unique or creative or groundbreaking with your designs, but that should never get in the way of the flow of navigation. The navigation menu needs to be at the top of the page. Bottom line, having more than 10 menu items is crazy. Keep the search bar at the top as well. Minimal scrolling is really important. If you need to share a lot of content, for example, create links to other pages where the users can go to see or read more. The site has to be responsive. I've said this so many times. We're moving into the day and age where mobile will absolutely trump desktop users, and you need to make sure that your website is set up to automatically scale to fit all the different screen sizes that it's getting pulled up on. So they will show one way on your desktop, but a different way on mobile devices and tablets. That's how it should be. Throughout my career videos, I shared a few different resources. Make sure to check out the Career Money playlist if you haven't already so you don't miss out on anything. Browser compatibility is also very important here. Different browsers can have different rules for how they display their content. So at a minimum, test how your website behaves on the newest and past 3 versions of Internet Explorer, as well as Firefox, Safari, and Chrome. Usability testing has also shown that long link text makes it easier for users to navigate around the site, and longer links are also in the good graces of search engines. So rather than just linking the words "click here," you could link "click here to see more." Consistency in the layout is also important. So many important points, right? Keep the same color scheme, fonts, text sizes, etc. throughout the entire site, and check the screen resolution as well. The average web surfer has a resolution of 1366 by 768 pixels. So make sure your website displays good at that setting, but also on the second and third most popular screen resolutions as well, which I will list in the description box below so you know what they are. In addition to all these ideas from today, I have some sales tips to make sure your website converts the right way. Plus, I have a few search engine optimization techniques that you can use so your site ranks higher in searches. There's not enough time for all this in one video. I will email those tips soon if you'd like to get them and have a well-rounded plan for your website. That information is free if you'd like to sign up your email address on my website. When you sign up, you will get a welcome email that will take you to a page on my site where all previously emailed content is very nicely categorized. So even if you're watching this at a later time, you can still access the content that I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, hopefully learned something new or got inspired, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give this video a like so I know you enjoyed it. Add me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram for lots more inspiration and ideas, and that's it. I love you very much for watching. May good luck and fortune follow you everywhere you go today and every day. I'll see you again in a few days in a new video. Bye!